Welcome back, everyone, to the campaign that just keeps going and going. So in the last episode, we got out of a pretty terrible war with Jadari, in which literally the only reason we did that was to break his guarantee of independence over Gore Ozenbrog, who conveniently is getting attacked by Abdel Khanzad right now. Funny that. Um, so what I've done in between episodes is I've dubbed a little that fun task. I would show it on camera, except it takes like a good 15 minutes to do each time I've got to do it. On top of that, what I also did was I reorganized the armies a bit. So now we literally only have about 4 offensive cannon stacks. If you're gonna make cannons, you might as well mass them. My brain was stuck in the early game mode of trying to prevent attrition, but we've since fixed that. And so now it's literally just broken up into infantry, cavalry groups, and ones with cannons. Which leads us right into a war with Wanjia, which we now have access to my favorite Casus Belli, Imperialism, which is much better than the crap stack that is the Expand the Raj Casus Belli. And so now we've got access to do all sorts of things. And so primarily the reason we're going to war with them is to manufacture, is that the term I'm going to go with? Prestige. How we're not the most prestigious nation in the world? I don't know. Ask Paradox. And so with 36 cannons, there really isn't much that can stop us. Okay. And as for future wars, since we have access, I think we're just going to go ahead and get started with the command. Because why not? Actually, no. Or maybe. One thing I do know that I'm going to do is I'm going to make Seer happy by not placating him. Ragajandi happy, Seer, I know how to make him happy. Just dev him up a little bit. There we go, now their troops will come in to help me. Because let's face it, I can't be bothered to use my own troops anymore. This is the real reason I wanted subjects. Not so I could, like, handle the land efficiently and do it, get efficient conversions of points. No, I did it so I could have my vassals deal with stuff. I truly can't be bothered. Oh, and he doesn't have anything I can... Okay. So I could just make him concede defeat. The question is, do I want any of his land in this war? That's very tempting. However, I think in the interest of time, I'd much rather, just have him concede defeat. Because it's the fastest way for me to get prestige. And it gives us a 6-year truce? Yeah, no, why am I focusing so hard then? Okay, so then next we'll go to war with the command. And after that we'll send these boys over to the dwarves. And we'll get them started there. We have a mission we could fulfill. Right. Let's, this is gonna take a while. These things always do. Okay. Let's get these boys on the borders, and then we'll read the words of the words. While my subject deals with all the destruction. Nice. Where the swift Telkrem plunges from the misty hills of Zanji and joins the languid Kariunayana, a mighty city stands, Sarasung, sometimes called the beating heart of Hellas due to its central location on the continent and 2 of its major rivers. Get that started. This name can only be considered apt if Hellas suffers a terrible affliction of the veins. Oh, that's quite the diss. Sarasung is rotten to the core. Anything more than a cursory examination of the city will reveal it to be the most despicable location on Hellas. A lawless slum run by gangs and crime lords. A hive of scum and villainy where the only currency is malice, and the only abundance is mortal suffering. He says as he's converting people. Long beyond the reach of any state strong enough to conquer its 5 boroughs. Is Sarasung London? We are once again strong enough to liberate Sarasung from itself. We have an opportunity, nay, a duty, to conquer the city of gangs and bring law to its dark alleys. For the honor of the Raj, we must save Sarasung. And in the time of Jaher, Sarasung was the greatest city in Hellas. It was larger than Tianlu, richer than Sremaya, more diverse than Gengisar. The elves rightly saw Sarasung as the linchpin of the continent, and control over the city is vital to any attempts to dominate the vastness of Hellas. As their empire disintegrated, however, Sarasung suffered many hardships. Thrice sacked and its population vastly diminished, so basically Rome. The city fell out of the orbit of any major power and was left to fend for itself. Lacking central leadership, the boroughs of Sarasung fell under the sway of whatever criminal organization could offer the people protection, and so within, the city had become a gang-controlled slum. But today, the Claw and Lotus banner flies over the walls of the city, and the corrupt and unjust rule of the crime lords is at an end. Law and order are restored to Sarasung, heart of Hellas, and we begin the long road of restoring the city to its former glory. The first step on that road will be to deal with the surviving gang leaders who are in these custodies. And we can either use them, kill them. How bad is my corruption? Not bad at all. Yeah, but I don't need spy networks now that I have imperialism. So I'll just go with the corruption, because that's the most valuable to me. And I could go for missionary strength, but we are starting to wrap up our conversion here. Yeah, wow. That's actually kind of crazy. Okay, so looks like the hobgobs are dealt with. We could take their... Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the most efficient... Hold up. Ha ha ha! Always count on me to figure out how to farm the most. So if we remove all of their cores, and I mean all of them, then we can probably get more than 10 prestige. Yes. Always look for a better deal. This is the Dwarf Pete way. So literally all we have to do is all of this, and we could get as much as 22 not overextension, please no. In the meantime, we're gonna get started on Rosenbrock. And we'll send one straight at Segdir. No, we don't see Segdir. Okay. Perhaps with Gore Ozenbrog, we'll just do a standard concede defeat. And the main reason we're trying to get it so high is because we have to get prestige to 95. Legitimacy is simple. That'll take 20 years or some mill points. Whichever I feel like putting in. And there's level 5 advisors that I've been forgetting to do for quite some time now. We could also do an imperialism against Abdel Khanzad, which we will. Sack and burn the dwarves. And we'll sell out the hobgobs. Okay. Just put you at that end of the tunnel. That should be safe. Since I'm in a war with what's-his-face, I can just march straight into Abdel Khanzad. Looks like there's a fort somewhere in that mess. Okay, you want out yet? Nope. You are as stubborn in your 4-province minoritude as you were in life. Command. I'll give it to you. Too bad your armies are beaten and you can no longer put up a fight. Give me my prestige. What? Aw, man, no wonder we're not gaining prestige really fast, because it's being given to my allies. Or my subjects. Is there a way to stop them from joining wars? Oh. Well, that's annoying. Okay. There's that. Let's pull 3 more in, I think. Okay, and that should do it. Once I get Abd el-Khanzad, hopefully that'll give me everything I need here. Can't do anything big, so yeah, another concede defeat. And hopefully that'll be all we need. How about you, Ozenbrock? You want out? No. That's kind of annoying. Khanzad, how about now? Yes. Before any of my allies can steal more of my prestige. Him, all we gotta do is literally just siege him down. We don't need to be fighting in the tunnels anymore. Okay. Let's pull those guys over to, say... Yeah. Let's go deal with some people over there. And then we just do the old back and forth. We can get him to concede. Excellent, that brings us up to 58 prestige. I'm not sure how long I can keep this up. Okay, anybody we can fight over here? No, not How Elnek. Those two for sure. You I've got a truce with. You I don't have a truce with. Okay. Confirm a war on you, and confirm a war on you. That'll give me basically everything I want. That'll probably get me up to 78 or so. We'll get some troops down there immediately. And you boys can go hang out. Oh, I think there's going to be some opportunities in Hales itself. Yanshan? Hales. I hate that this entire continent is basically called Hales. It's kind of like, wow, you don't know where to call the part of Russia, Asia, and which part to call Europe. I think this is the boundary line between what you call Hales and Yangshan. It is rather contrary, though. It's not very well defined. Stupid geographers. Okay, and from Arakellen, all we want again is concede defeat. Yeah. See, he doesn't have much to give us. So I like how we destroyed the biggest nations in the world, and then we're still not prestigious, and instead, what we have to do is farm OPMs. That's kind of funny. Where did all these guys go? Okay. Send those boys off on a little goose chase. And excellent. That wraps up all of the provinces down here. You can see my little neat system for figuring out which provinces need conversion and so on and so forth. If it's yellow, I know it needs dev, and if it's purple, I know it needs converting. I've been really lazy. Who cares if it spends money? It's a color-coded system for me. Just makes my life simpler. I love it. Okay, and from him we want literally just the same thing. We can go ahead and repay a couple loans. Okay, next looking up Jiangdu. Bike to Gong all expire in soon. We could go to war with the Trade Confederation. No, that's not their name. The thing. We could claim a hegemony. Oh. Goods produced does sound pretty... Ooh, governing capacity sounds also pretty nice. Alternatively... See, Province War Score cost would have been amazing, like, 20 years ago. The day I picked don't lose prestige over don't lose power points. That's pretty sad. Okay, there's our Kellen all dealt with. Let's farm the crap out of his prestige. Okay, and then next up is Bakut, Bucket, Bante. We could also go to war with, not Vietnam, but I don't really want to because they have an army. And that seems like it would take time to deal with. Either way, at least we destroyed... We finally have vision! And holy crap, that's a disgusting Laurent. Yeah, that explains how they're the number 2 great power. That is one massive Catarata. Wow. That is huge. And looks like... Oh, the dwarves actually did something with themselves. Also looks like Grombar. Oh wow, that's a thick Grombar. Okay. Right, there's that, which will allow us to get a concede defeat on them. I'm just now realizing if I conquered, it also gives me prestige, doesn't it? Yeah, but I don't want it. That's the problem. I have no interest in it. So we'll just, once again, that gets us up to 75. We're getting pretty close now. Very close. Okay, so that leaves literally just 25 more to go. Oh, we got it! I didn't even think... Oh, we got my favorite one. I love this one. It's literally all power costs. My favorite. That is exactly what I was hoping they would give me. So I guess we'll just go with industry again. That is such a great pickup. Okay, so next move here will be to go after... We've already attacked all the dwarves, all the command. Jadari, I have not really much of a desire to go back against him. Although, he does have less of an army and no manpower reserves. Still, I'm not crazy enough to attack that. Yet. Okay, so maybe we'll just go after, say, Jiangdu and Bike to Gong. Okay. Let's just get our troops over there instead. And that should be the last of the levels. Which I'm repaying only for peace of mind, not because they actually do anything. Okay. Well, I think since we're ahead on tech, this is a perfect time to do a little bit of, deving. And you can see my pain. So it's quite literally just find a state, that has prosperity, and then dev it with whatever points you seem fit. See also why I'm not conquering any more land, because I don't want to dev any more land. I was working over here a little bit today, and we'll just give it some. Again, there's no real... You could write a script that could do this efficiently, but... who's got time for that? The important thing to remember, though, is to always make sure it has a university in the province. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. And there we go. That is yet another province I can cross off the list. Okay. And there we go. Okay, that's another one at 25, and finally we'll be finishing off this side of the coast, it seems. Beautiful. Didn't have prosperity, So that only leaves a couple areas left to be developed, which we can go ahead and do this on as well, since I'm in the mood. Oh, yes! Yes! Prestige! Give it to me! Thank you, game! Okay. And now it looks like we're just quite literally waiting on... Ooh, wait, what's going on here? Why? No, bad. Don't be devastated. Don't worry, be happy. Okay, I remembered I was going to put a fort there, huh? Isn't there a thing that prevents coastal blockading? Isn't there? Yeah! Coastal defense. That is actually the first time I can say that I have actually built that. If they're gonna raid that, then I know what to do. Huh. That's actually kind of funny. Alright, should we just get coastal defense over this area then? And bada bing, bada boom. That should be solved. Hopefully. And I suppose I could put it some over here. See, it's the devastation that gets me. Or that annoys me. We definitely don't need an academy. And I know, such thrilling gameplay as this. But this is kind of the late stage campaign. Definitely don't need shipyards anymore. Don't need that. Okay. And because it's surrounded by forts, things should naturally improve. We'll just get these upgraded to the top level forts. Yeah, we should be good from there. Okay, that fun side trip is finished. The next side trip is this. Just requires everything to be of my culture, or my religion. We should be good from there. Truce with Jung 2 is up. And from him we can get a double. I don't know why I just did that. And awesome. Let's go in against these guys. And hopefully that'll be the end of our little prestige extravaganza. Because boy do I now want to keep farming prestige. It's kind of annoying. It's tedious. And here we can see how our army is outnumbered. Oh, man. Why do they have to have good armies? And we can go ahead and order artillery barrages. Speed this up a little bit. Awesome, there is yet another one. Lamp queue. Oh, I don't need that one to be converted. Awesome. So that means I can start converting for my subject now. And yeah, I will convert for him. I can't believe we're converting. We're converting Balrajin to Senorge. I never thought I'd say something as cursed in my life. Okay, we'll get those boys over there. Actually, it doesn't need another one. I can't believe I'm converting provinces to Senorge. That is cursed. It is actually cursed. And we'll come over here. Okay, so next up on the chopping block is upgrading everything to town halls, because everything is 25 development. This saves quite a bit. And, yeah. The game is struggling to keep up by this point. We'll take that one. A bajillion ducats is not worth that. Okay, and hopefully this is the end. For them, not for me. Okay, so Bike to Gong, as soon as I get his capital, we can concede defeat with him. No, we can't. Okay, what do we do with Bike to Gong then? Because I'd ideally like to take some... get some prestige out of this war. Can't do that. Force him to give up claims. That's not really efficient prestige-wise. You know what? We're going to attempt it. We're going to attempt a siege. Nice, and it looks like it actually worked. Okay, there goes that. We'll attempt another one, screw it, since the last one worked out so well. Nope, no it didn't. Okay. Lesson learned. Don't throw everything you have at a siege. Thankfully, though, we do have the manpower reserves that this really isn't an issue. So I think what we're going to end up doing here is just using some of our bountiful harvest here, and just taking some of his coastline. Nice, and we even get some more prestige there. I think that solves the issue. We'll try a assault here. Excellent. There it is. That should be Bike to Gong done. We can even get... yeah. Yeah, just take his coast. Apparently we just destroyed Tianlu. We're immediately going to give this land... actually, not immediately. This is all Senorge, so it can go to... what's-his-face? Balrajin, funnily enough. And then the rest on the coast. It doesn't really matter, actually, at this point. So we might as well just full quorum. Get us 30 prestige, of which we get 28. Nice. And yeah, now let's work on it. Okay. So to Balrajin, I said all this was going. Definitely give him the north side. Everything in his trade node, that's for sure. Okay, that looks good. Then I think we'll split it up so that he gets everything like so. Oh, they're already overextended. Nice. Okay. To Phase 10 then goes the coast. And everything on this side, I'd suppose. And I guess I'll just hold on to the remainder until he's happy enough to take it. Nice. And does that put me... Really, it does? No, it doesn't. Thank goodness. I could convert some of the new provinces. I'm not going to, though. For Balrasian, let's see. For you, we're going to convert everything to Righteous Path. And then that should solve that problem. That's getting converted. Excellent. Everything over here is finally done, so we can turn it back on to development. Same with here. Just color code it for myself so it's so much easier. Not sure how this got devastation, but no worries. Okay, that looks good. And I dare say we're going to be finishing this campaign up soon. Spoilers. As always, thank you for watching and stay tuned for more Raj.